keep letting go. And it just becomes a presence, an awareness that informs everything. And it simply becomes more practiced, more dominant, more true, more present, more front, forward. And the construct of self simply starts to dissolve and lessen and fall away. And the ego can't be enlightened. It's always going to be the ego. But it can participate. It can learn to let go. It can learn to trust. It can learn to say, you know what? Maybe I don't have to be in control all the time. That takes practice. So the practice that I'm inviting is a practice of inquiry, of being in the I don't know, gathering our awareness, and gently pointing that awareness to an inquiry. Whatever works for you. What if I had no thoughts, no beliefs, no perspectives, no conclusions, no positions? What if I had none of that? Another fun one is, I think I've mentioned this here before, what if, and you can play with this right now, what if you were born, what if your consciousness came online just now? So close your eyes for a moment. You have a history, you have a storyline, you have beliefs, you have a way that you've adopted and put together to navigate a life, to try to create the most effective, beautiful, safe, loving, fulfilling life possible. What if you were born, your consciousness came online just now in this adult body, and you had no history? Yeah, exactly. No history, no past lifetimes, nothing, zero impact, influence, zero story, zero nothing. All you had was a consciousness born direct from spirit. It's just God consciousness, the one consciousness, the aliveness of everything, the isness simply just came online within you. Pop. No noise, no distractions, no old storylines, no writing on the chalkboard, nothing. Just the isness just went, hi, pow. Here I am. And you didn't have any limitation of belief. That's a fun inquiry. You can sit with that. And it's stunning that whatever large percentage it is of the human population will go through an entire life and never ask these questions. Or they'll only ask them with the mind and construct an idea and construct an answer with the mind and call it good. So, what do you want? Do you want freedom? Do you want truth? Or do you want, and personal development's wonderful and it's valuable, or do you want to do a lot of good personal development to just create a much better construct? You can do that too. A lot of people do. You say, I'm not interested in the void and the letting go, and I'm kind of digging on this, and I think I got a good handle on it, and I'm created a really nice construct. And my life's easy, and my life's joyful. Awesome. If something in you says, I think there's more, you can play with it. Last thing I'll say about this is it takes the persona out of it. The idea that Don Miguel Ruiz in the Four Agreements talks about not taking things personally. This is what he's talking about. Don't take it personally. You're not the persona in the first place. Your persona is a collection of thoughts that you've pieced together and you've called it real. And it defends and it is insulted and it needs to blame and it's got a storyline that doesn't match other people's storylines. If you want to be free of the persona, then you can just go through life being with what is. And my favorite description of being with what is what is happening just before you have a thought about it. What is what is happening just before you have a thought about it. As soon as you have a thought about it, rather than just witnessing it, without any story, without any past. Again, what if you were born just now with the full isness of life alive within you? Every experience you had you'd have no agenda, you'd have no judgment, you'd have no sense of does this fit with my storyline, does it not fit? You wouldn't have any of that. You would just have graciousness.